Being that it's Halloween, there's a blog up online, 1035kissfmboise.com. Some of the most haunted places in the Treasure Valley and all of Idaho. Some real-life ghost stories in the Treasure Valley and in Idaho. I, for the first time this year, felt a ghost when we were at Requiem when they were building it.
It's real.
We want to hear your ghost stories at 384-1035. And Tasha Box has had one and has never told me. So I've been waiting to hear this.
So I lived in a house that I would always hear noises in, but I didn't really think anything of it. So when you walked in, if you kind of like scooted to the left, you could go up the stairs. So the house was essentially stacked on top of each other. Upstairs was on top of downstairs evenly.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay, so if you went up the stairs, you went up the side of the house kind of, and you go upstairs and you go down a long hallway, okay? But if you would go straight into the front door, it was our living room. So my mom was up really late one night and like 1, 2 in the morning, super dark around, and she was sitting and watching TV. It was the only thing on. The glow in the room, super dark.
Already creepy.
So she's sitting there and things are pretty quiet, and she too had heard just some noises around, but she thought it was like us walking around, whatever, not thinking anything of it.
You and your brother?
Just in general. I don't even know what it was, but this is my house, not my mom's, my house.
Oh, okay.
I was an adult. So my mom was watching TV and she sees my son Colton sort of coming down the stairs and looking through the stairway, just kind of peeking on her.
Oh, God.
And he turns around and she looks at him and she says, "You have to be in bed right now." So she gets up to sort of take him back to bed and sort of coddle him back. And she goes to the bottom of the stairs and he had already made his way all the way up the stairs, down the hallway.
Well, he is fast.
And she's like, wow, he was really fast. He was probably like 2, maybe 3.
So a baby.
Yeah. So she's like, I'm going to get him. So she goes up to the top of the stairs. Colton is out, sleeping, not wearing the same pajamas that she just saw.
The fact that it's your son makes it 1,000 times creepier. Do you ever look at him and think about that story?
She said to this day, I don't even know if it was him.
So you think that house was haunted with another child?
Oh, most definitely. I lived in the South too. So
there's all ghosts in the South. Oh my gosh. You can read the stories online at 1035kissfmboise.com. We want to hear your real life ghost stories. And no judgment, because Tasha and I are both believers.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Hey, if you had an experience, you had an experience. A lot of times there's just no explanation. That's okay.
384-1035. Haley, what you got? What happened to you?
So my parents own some businesses in town that could be scary, I guess, to some people.
What's the business?
What can you guess?
It's a funeral home.
Oh, well, okay.
I was there one night, and I happened to look down the hallway, and a dude walked right past me, like a ghost, walked right past me. I could see through him, but I could see him.
No way.
Yes, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like in a movie where they're kind of transparent and you can feel them, but you can't touch them?
Yes, and he had a hat and an overcoat, and he walked like right past me 2 feet away.
What did you do? Like, what did it feel like?
I'm a little weird. I like this kind of stuff, so it didn't faze me at all.
You are the bravest person alive. I was seriously frozen and turned completely sheet white.
Well, and I immediately called my dad afterwards, and we fangirled about it.
Did you say anything?
Nope, I just let it do its thing, and they walked past me, and then I continued doing whatever I was doing.
Imagine the struggle. Like, that guy doesn't know how to get out.
Well, honestly, I think it's the past owner of our business.
Really?
Because we have had other instances there, like lights going on, kind of weird things that way.
I wonder what if this guy, totally serious, what if he is just doing his day-to-day job and working just on the other side, and he doesn't know that you can see him? What if he's just having a normal day, turning the lights on, opening the funeral home, doing funerals, and he goes to bed in his ghost bed at night and doesn't know that he's dead?
Totally.
Ghost bed. Have you looked up the pictures of the past owner?
Yeah, and it's totally him.
Really?
Oh my God, Haley.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing. Can we come?
It was super cool, yeah.
Can we have a take your friend to work day with your parents?
Totally, yeah. Stop
Take
on
your
by.
friend to work
Stop
day.
on by the home.
Maybe we'll spend the night there.
Yeah, totally. We have a lot of beds.
Oh, of course you do. They're
Yo,
cold.
I bet. So Tasha Box says that she saw a ghostly, or her mom saw a ghostly child figure in her house when her son was 2 years old.
Thinking it was him, it was not.
I felt a ghost presence when we were at Requiem in Caldwell when they were building it. It wasn't even open yet. So we're both believers. And we're getting a lot of stories. You can read them online at 1035kissfmboise.com. We want to get to yours. What's your name?
Morgan.
Morgan, what's your spooky, scary ghost story?
Okay, it's kind of personal. So
Okay.
about 3 years ago, and this is the only time that I've ever encountered a ghost. 3 years ago, my brother-in-law passed away in a car accident. And we were actually at, it had been 2 weeks, and we were staying at my husband's mother's house, and we were sleeping in the back room. and her house was like kind of like long. Like I if I walked out of the bedroom, I could walk straight down the hallway and I could see like into the living room.
Ooh,
And
okay.
I was walking and I had gotten up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. So I start walking down the hallway and it was super, super dark and I'm like getting the chills saying this. I walked down the hallway, a spot on this couch like in his mom's house, and I saw him. I saw him sitting there. And
Wait.
Like,
you saw the ghost of your dead brother-in-law, for real?
I was pregnant at the time, and I had goosebumps, and I was just walking to the fridge. So I walked to the fridge, like creep toward the fridge, and I'm still looking at the couch, and he's sitting there. And he doesn't say anything to me, and he doesn't look at me. He's just facing like the wall, like where the TV is. And I grab a glass, I fill it with water, and then I look back over, and he's gone.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Nope.
Taking your actual real-life local ghost stories, 384-1035. Steve, what happened to you?
We were at my aunt's house in Fayette. We were playing with a Ouija board, and my first baby mom had spent the night a couple weeks back, and when she had spent the night, she signed my pillow and put a date on it. Well, we were playing with the Ouija board a couple weeks later, and the Ouija board had said my name, and it kept saying Dad. And I was like, okay. So I was asking, is something wrong with my dad? Is my dad okay? It kept telling me no. No. So I asked it, am I going to be a dad? And it said yes. And then it gave me a date. And the same date that it gave me was the date that she signed on my pillow. And come to find out, she was pregnant. She had gotten pregnant that night.
Wait, and you had not seen that thing? Oh my God.
Well, I didn't believe it, so I was like, give us a sign that this is real. And all of a sudden, my aunt's boyfriend at the time just stood up and like started shaking with his arms in the air, and we flipped on the light real quick. He's like, this is stupid, nothing's gonna happen. We're like, what do you mean, Marty? He's like, do you know what you just did? And he's like, I didn't do nothing, I'm just standing here. Like, he had no recollection of what he just did. Well, later on that night, because it was a 6-bedroom house, me and one of my cousins had shared a room. Well, he left, and my other cousin was scared to sleep in her room, so I told her, you can sleep in his bed, it's fine. No longer than me shutting off the light, she screamed, Steven, someone's in here. I turned and looked, and there was this guy in a black trench coat hovering above her with a pale white face and big blue eyes. I flipped on the light, and he was gone.
What?
Okay, so you had a Ouija board read your pregnant girlfriend's belly. You had your uncle being possessed, and you saw a ghost all within like 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm done. No.